Hi, I'm Josh, and welcome back to A Blind Tasting, where today I'm talking about Part-Time Lover, a unique fusion restaurant that's really hidden away in Adelaide CBD. Part-Time Lover have been around for a few years now, and have a strong emphasis on seasonal and sustainable produce, with a strong lean towards plant-based options on the menu. They are part bar, part restaurant, which creates a bit of an interesting atmosphere. And their menu is a fusion of Asian, contemporary Australian, and European cuisines, which is an interesting blend that sounds like it shouldn't work, but the food at least kind of does. In our review today, I'm going to be discussing customer service, the quality of the food, how accessible Part-Time Lover is for disabled guests like myself, and offering my overall thoughts at the end. So, let's get started with the customer service. A big point in Part-Time Lover's favour is that their staff are incredibly friendly and more than happy to answer any questions you might have, as well as talking you through how their Feed Me menu works, and recommend a drink or two if you're in the mood for that sort of thing. However, because they spend as much of their time mixing drinks as they do attending to the customers, you're not always going to have staff available when you have a question. And because of that, I can't really give Part-Time Lover more than 3 out of 5 for the customer service. But what about the food? That's the main reason that we're here after all. Well, like I said already, Part-Time Lover's food is very much plant-based. There is not a lot on the menu that has any sort of meat or seafood. And normally I'd find that off-putting. But in this case, there's a bit of an exception. The fusion of European, contemporary Australian, and Asian styles is another thing that really sounds like it shouldn't work. But whether it's the corn ribs with a sort of spicy chili and lime salsa, the scallops and noodles with a little garlic butter sauce, or even their anchovy toast, well, I enjoyed everything from the menu. And I'd say the best way to enjoy it is to take up the Feed Me option. So you get a little taste of pretty much everything. And while the food is good, the cocktails might be even better. My personal favourite was Rye of the Tiger. Great name for a cocktail, right? And being based on a rye whiskey, it's got a really unique flavour to it. I'm giving Part-Time Lover 5 out of 5 for their food. We now have to talk about accessibility. And in this space, there's going to be some points lost. Being part bar, Part-Time Lover is fairly dark unless you're right under the lighting. I mean, the person I was with that evening doesn't have a vision impairment and they could hardly see the menu, so, that's not ideal. I suppose it does add to the party vibes. On top of that, the place gets loud. I swear sometimes staff were having to shout just to be heard. And between people moving about and some of the tables being in kind of inconvenient spots, it can be difficult to navigate the interior space too. So Part-Time Lover is only going to be getting 2 out of 5 for accessibility. Part-Time Lover is an interesting spot, there's no doubt about it. I'm not sure the party vibe really works for me in a restaurant, but I could see it being a great bar to hang out in. It's worth the experience, if nothing else, and their food is excellent. So I am giving Part-Time Lover 4 out of 5 overall. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. Comments are always appreciated, and if you want to see more videos like this, and everything else that I get up to, consider subscribing so you never miss future videos. And until next time, you'll see me, but I won't see you.